In the event that there is an armed individual on campus, it is important that you move yourself to a safe and secure location and advise others to do so as well. If you're on campus and you see an armed individual, immediately move to a safe location and call UAPD. Let the dispatcher know the location and number of shooters, a description of their appearance, along with your own name and phone number. Be sure to let them know of any injured people too. All circumstances are unique, so always be aware of your surroundings for how to best protect yourself. It might be best to leave the area if there is an accessible escape path. Help others escape with you, however, do not let them hold you back if they don't agree with your plans. Once you are clear of the area, don't try to move any wounded people, but rather call 911 or UAPD. If it seems better to hide because an evacuation is not possible, find a hiding place that can potentially protect you from gunfire. It is also a good idea to be sure that your hiding place won't trap you or restrict your movement options. If you're in a room, lock or blockade the door with furniture. It is important to turn off any sources of noise like cell phones or televisions and stay quiet as possible. If you are unable to evacuate or hide, stay calm and call 911 or UAPD. Whether you're able to talk or not, leave the line open so that the dispatcher can listen. As a last resort, if you find yourself in imminent danger, it might be best to incapacitate the active shooter. This can be done by improvising weapons and throwing items, yelling, or acting aggressively. And how nasty it is.
It's the same as TC.
I should have worn my hair down, but it's fine. Okay. If at any time there is a tornado warning, you need to immediately move to the lowest point of the nearest building. Stay as far away from the doors and windows as possible. Once inside, remain there until you are notified that the severe weather has left the Tuscaloosa area. Stay tuned to the radio or television for further weather statements. Here at UA, we have weather radios in many academic buildings and residence halls for use during this type of situation. Also note that if a tornado warning is activated, all university activities, classes, laboratories, and events are automatically suspended until the all clear notification is given. A few things to remember are that technology today allows the Weather Service to be more accurate in identifying the geographic areas to be included in a tornado warning. So if you receive a notification of one, move to safety immediately. Also, building-specific shelter sites for severe weather are located on each building's evacuation maps, which are mounted on the interior walls of each building. If you have a chance to, take the time to look at these maps to make sure you are best prepared for when the next tornado may strike. Tornadoes aren't the only reason we might be asked to take shelter in a place, so learning the correct procedures used in this particular type of situation is vital. Persons outside should seek shelter within a structure if the warning signal is ever given. You should seek an indoor interior room without windows or glass if possible, and make sure to close all windows and doors. Avoid shelter in automobiles and do not use elevators once in the building. In a hazardous substance situation, turn off all ventilation systems such as air conditioners, heating units, bathroom or exhaust fans, and air handlers as well. If sheltered in a laboratory, make sure to make the premises as safe as possible. Monitor the event through the UA website, www.ua.edu, or UA Alerts. Remain in the shelter until you are advised that it is safe to leave the area.
Hi, and welcome to the University of Alabama's Emergency EDU program. Our highest priority is the safety and well-being of our students. Even though we hope that our emergency plans will never have to be put into action, the University of Alabama has a comprehensive emergency plan in place to deal with any crisis that may occur on campus. When there is an emergency, call UAPD. Remember to stay calm and provide information about your location, suspects, and any injuries. Once the threat is confirmed and until it is resolved, we will communicate to the students and faculty via email and UA alerts.
Alright. In the unlikely event of a gas leak on campus, you should first leave the immediate area, then call UAPD and warn others in the area. Remember, this is not an ideal time to light a cigarette. If the gas leak is deemed extreme, then call UAPD and immediately initiate building evacuation. If you are inside, do not re-enter the building until granted permission by emergency responders. Do not turn on lights or smoke anywhere near the area. In the case of a medical emergency, do not move the victim unless he or she is under life-threatening conditions. Someone should always stay with the victim until help arrives. When help does arrive, give the dispatcher complete directions to the victim's location and describe what happened. Allow room for the emergency officials to work, and before you leave the scene, check with the police officer to see if further information is needed.